మహబూబ్నగర్ నేలపైన తెలంగాణ యువతను ఒకే వేదికపైకి తీసుకొచ్చి ఒక అద్భుతమైన తెలంగాణ క్రికెట్ జాతర ప్రారంభించబోతున్నాం. కాకా గడ్డం వెంకటస్వామి గారు తెలంగాణ ప్రజల కోసం తన జీవితాన్ని అంకితం చేసిన నాయకుడు, కార్మికుల కోసం పోరాడిన యోధుడు, సమాజానికి దిశ చూపించిన దార్శనికుడు. అంతేకాదు, యువత ఎదగాలని, క్రీడలు అభివృద్ధి చెందాలని కలలు కన్న మంచి మనసున్న మనిషి. ఆయన ఆత్మీయ సేవలకు గుర్తుగా ఈ రోజు మనం ఒక చోట చేరి కాకా వెంకటస్వామి మెమోరియల్ తెలంగాణ ఇంటర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ T20 లీగ్ 2025 కాకా.
Hi, hello, welcome. Good morning to all. This is the Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Telangana Inter-District T20 League. Already the halfway have gone. Now the tournament has shifted to Warangal. A beautifully developed, newly developed. Both Venugopal and Anvesh are the officials from Hyderabad, the Cricket Association, doing their job here at this venue. With me, Suchandra and
all set for the start. Mahabubnagar has won the toss and they wanted to bat first on this eminent peaceful surface.
as usual, for Abdul and David are starting the opening for Mahabubnagar. Ismail is the new ball bowler for Adilabad. Ismail is having a very good run in the tournament so far with the new ball. And both the openers have a great record in the tournament so far. First ball, a fuller length delivery, nicely driven, but a fielder waiting at that. So started with a dot ball in the tournament in this match.
It's a terrific pair to start with. Abdul Rafi Bin and David Kripal Roy. They've got two spectacular 100 partnerships. One in winning, one while losing. Ismail Ahmed started the proceedings, 247 matches, 227 wickets he got. The power play in progress for the first 6 overs. We have got 2 men standing on the boundary line. Square leg in place. And third man as well.
That's a quick run and good start. Just back foot punch to the backward point and completed a run. First run on the board for Mahabubnagar after elected to bat. Now they are in the contention for top 4 in the table. David straight away get off the mark with a drive to covers. Both the openers are off the mark. We have Kumar with us, the former cricketer from Hyderabad and Warangal, and a turned cricketer, turned politician. He is taking care of all the officials here.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kumar. Played
Once
well.
again, a shot of good length, and this time a good flick towards the square leg reason for a single.
These two teams have the similar kind of wins and losses. Both of them played 5 matches and won 3, lost 2. This is match number 6. The one who wins steps ahead of the other team. As both the openers now started their account. There are runs to flow on and greatly done. A bit of appeal that doesn't convince the umpire. In fact, there must be a slip in place for a bowler like this, Ismail.
Generally in a T20 format, the fielding side captain may not have that luxury to keep a fielder at sleep. But of course, when your bowler Ismail, the prime bowler to your side, getting the swing from this surface, you may have a slip in place because you know the strength of the batter is a very good cutter of the delivery. That's what actually we are talking about, and rips away on the pads. Mahabubnagar lost their first wicket in the first over itself. The idea is to flick the ball to onside, missing the line onto the pads. The umpire Venugopal lifted his finger within no time. Just 3 runs on the board, they lost their first.
That is going to be a big wicket. It is costing so much for Mahabubnagar because he has been the highest run getter. He and Abdul, both of them on the top. So David Kripalroy this time, it's the first time he has gone just for a single digit. What a way to finish the first over. Ismail Ahmed just swinging the ball into the right-hander.
Last match, David last match. He started well, David. Scored a century in the first match itself. After that, a brilliant 80 plus. And then, of course, somehow, slightly he is losing his rhythm, it seems. Even the last match, he has not made his mark on the scorecard. But in this match, very cheaply for a one, he out for LBW. But the other end, Abdul, of course, continuing his form. Even last match he played brilliantly. He was the man of the match. Till the end, he was at fun end. Scored a brilliant 70 plus. Akshay is the new batsman, and Ashwik is the new bowler. But of course, the spinner sharing the new ball with his medium pacer Ismail.
Also, Abdul is someone who is consistent in scoring the runs. So far, he has made 450s in the tournament. Only during the first match, he made less runs, but since then, he started to continue his form. Went on to the back foot, that's taken.
What a catch it is! Just a width is given by Ashwik and gone for the cut. Mistimed, played waiting at the backward point and nicely taken. In the second over, they lost their second. Mahabubnagar, still the scoreboard, no change, only 3 on the board.
New batsman name? Thank you.
And what a turnout here by the opponent, Adilabad. They're playing their first contest against Mahabubnagar.
Captain Srikanth.
Yeah. The captain himself taking the guard, carrying so much of responsibility on his shoulders. We are in the second over of the innings. Already they lost their openers. So now this is the time for this captain Srikanth to play a captain's role in the innings if they want to put up a decent total on the board. So a lot of responsibility on him.
Absolutely. And also we haven't seen the skipper being under pressure like this. Initially there was partnerships held by the openers, but Srikanth Naik has been called up early in the innings, just in the second over. Ashwin gets off the mark with a wicket without offering a single run. He has taken a wicket. With the short third man fielder has taken that. This one, the first runs for the new man. The skipper gets off the mark.
Played a forwarded defensive stroke towards the square leg reason. The fielder is waiting just next to the square leg umpire. Before he comes and feels the ball, skipper get off the mark with a single. This is the first time for Mahabubnagar Both the openers into the dugout. In the second over itself, there is an half-hearted appeal by wicketkeeper, followed the bowler. Gone for the cut, the batsman. Srikanth walking to him and giving some instructions that need not go for the bigs now. Let the batsman settle for a while because they are in trouble. This is the time for them to build a partnership.
Also, it is Akshay who is on strike. Got an opportunity to build an innings just in the second over itself. A great going, a tremendous start by Adilabad. They could have not expected this kind of start. Wicket for the pacer, wicket for the spinner. He's turning the things around, Ashwik. Just a single and a wicket.
This time nicely gone on back foot, but straight to the fielder, could not able to find the gap. Another tighty over. Only 1 over scored and a vital wicket have been taken by Ashwik. End of 2, it is 4 for 2. ఇన్నింగ్స్ అదే ఓవర్ బ్రేక్ లో నువ్వు చెప్పాలి, నువ్వు స్టార్ట్స్ చెప్పు, ఎందుకంటే నో బ్రేక్ అండ్ నో అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ నథింగ్ కదా. సో యూ కీప్ ఆన్ కంటిన్యూ దట్. అప్పుడు నువ్వు
Plus in the previous game. Now a big responsibility on his shoulders. Close to 5,000 runs. If he can make 68 in this innings, he gets to the milestone of 5,000 runs. And before him, it was Ashwik who came to bowl 96 matches, 142 wickets. Ismail Ahmad will continue over the stumps. 1 over, 1 for 3. Pitched a bit short and that was played well onto the back foot. The non-striker calling up for the run and umpire calls it as a no ball. Maybe overstep could be the reason.
earlier he bowled 2 outswingers and suddenly he get the ball into the batter and get the wicket LBW. This is a puller length delivery, not connected well. The fielder is coming underneath, but of course even that catch would have been taken. No loss to the Mahabubnagar, but 1 run completed.
As it has been a free hit ball, the fielder has decided not to take that catch and he took that on the first bounce. In the meantime, there is just a single of a free hit opportunity. Ismail Ahmad started well. Even the free hit didn't concede many runs, but it made only Akshay to get off the mark. Puts it down, strike to the bowler. Srikanth Naik will be tested. It's a matter of patience. 2 quick wickets inside the second over. It's a dominance at the moment by Adilabad. So both the visiting sides playing for the first time on the surface. Also the captain decided to bat Srikanth. So he has to do some justice of his own decision. Looking for the quick single. That's an immediate call from Akshay. This pair need to add some runs, making the strike rotate so that they can let the pressure go off.
Akshay and Srikanth having the lot of responsibility on their shoulders. Now they have to get a prime target before them, that the power play to be completed without another loss. Then they go for another 4 overs. Like that, they decide their innings. This time going for big and first big hit. And
Could have been
meantime,
taken out.
not time, there was a possibility. Another single. Another opportunity was provided. In fact, this is the time for Adilabad. They got a good platform, but the fielder should give the support to their bowlers.
Now an opportunity has been put down. Did Adilabad drop the catch or the match? Quicker single. The batsman running towards the danger end. The fielder at mid-on has got a quick shoot onto the stumps.
If you look at that replay, it's not that easy to play on the back foot and again running to the danger end. It's a nice call. And nicely completed one run.
Akshay needs to play most of the balls in the V shape down the ground rather than looking for the big shots. And that's the way to play. Even though it doesn't matter if it is a dot, and 3 completed with this, the score moves on to 10 for 2.
Having lost 2 quick wickets in the 8 balls span, now definitely Akshay and the captain has to be. Adilabad having a good batting lineup, so at least 140, 150 will give a cushion to the Mahabubnagar to fight back. Ashwik will continue, who was successful in his first over itself. Got the wicket of pride wicket rather. The Abdul, the informed batsman, out.
It's a good move by the skipper, introducing pace and spin from both the ends. Bit of time in the air. This one simply pushed it long on for 1. That was a straight hit.
After elected to bat, Mahabubnagar still waiting for this for their first hit towards boundary line. Another
Gently pushed. That's a fielder to protect at back foot point. So we could see the long on, long off in place. Rest of them standing inside the circle. A bit of footwork is being added. Initially, that's a double-minded attempt. Finally, he decided to play on the down side region. That will be a single move. Now the fielder being put at the covers region, the deep extra covers. So long off has been called up to stand before. And this one is too good to watch on. Maybe a couple of bounces over the boundary line. Super placement at mid-wicket. He just waited for the ball to approach and then he made the rest of that. That will be the first boundary of the day. What a start for the skipper.
Srikanth is a very decent batter in the middle order. Just picking the length of the delivery quickly and flicks it towards mid-wicket region for a boundary. First one on the board. A different stance. This time again
He
Trying
simply
to sweep the ball and miss the line. He was clean bowled after getting a boundary. He's trying to play towards fine leg race and missing the line. And Mahabubnagar lost their third. This time it is a clean bowl.
That's a huge disappointment for the skipper. Srikanth Naik walks back. He wanted to be a bit experimental, which is not needed at this early stage of the game. His absence will definitely make some difference for the team. Three crucial wickets. Who do usually score runs on the top order?
If you look at the replay, if you want to sweep the ball, you be within your crease. But he shuffled almost
New batsman
fourth
Rakesh.
stump of the offside line, and then he tried to sweep it, missed the line, and clean ball.
New batsman
Rakesh Naik is the new batsman in the power play. This is the fourth over, under 4 overs already. 3 down for Mahabubnagar. A huge pressure on the batters in the middle. Now they have to start from the ball number 1. Being a captain, it's most unfortunate. Srikanth should have a calculation in his mind. Before that delivery, he got a beautiful on drive and got a boundary, which was scored in the innings, the first one. Then unnecessarily tried for another and missed the line and bowled. So now this is the batters to choose. Very, very selective about their shot selection.
So here's the new man getting off the mark, Rakesh Naik. There is a necessity of the partnership.
after 4 overs 17 for 3.
It is 17 for 3 after 4 overs.
This over has conceded 7 runs where the boundary was added and an immediate wicket, which will be the second one for the spinner. Match by match, we could see lots of improvement in Ashwik's bowl.
Same bowler continues.
Ismail will continue from the far end. He was the one who given first breakthrough in his first over itself. David, the informed batter, wrapped up before the stumps. Follows Ashwik, already taken 2 wickets in his 2 overs. As at the beginning of the innings, Pawan told these two teams are having a mixed result. So the winner will move forward in the table.
Leave to the keeper. So that shows that the batsman is going to be cautious. But a dot ball like this doesn't matter for the batsman. They have to settle at the crease. Losing 3 top wickets will definitely put them back foot psychologically. Even though there is no slip in place, it's a leave to the keeper. Less often we see in T20 format. I mean, in start, looking to put that down the ground. It's not exactly middle, but still has a chance to go for 1.
A slight width was offered, gone for a back foot cut towards point reason. The fielder is waiting at that, and only 1 run resulted.
Ismail being called off for that additional over just in the power play itself. The captain's idea is to have at least 1 wicket more in the over. And this is a slow ball attempt. And of course, the batsman has got the enough part of the bat.
Had it not been inside edge, definitely Sai Krishna, the captain Adilabad, the idea would have been given him a positive result. Ismail was given an extended over. Still, he kept the things under his side's control. A clever batting, mixing the slower deliveries and getting good swing from the surface, teasing the batter with his swing. This what? And yes! Once again, that's what we are talking about. The Ismail extended over, giving them the another result. Now, fourth wicket have put down, going for a drive. This time, the fielder waiting at covers. A slight fumble and finally held it correctly, and they lost 8-4 Mahabubnagar.
Sai Krishna will be a happy skipper. That extended over has really worked. Also, the catch has been taken nicely. Initially, that was coming up with a greater speed, so the fielder took a bit of time, and on the second attempt, he made that catch look safe. That's a brilliant catch. It is Sai Krishna Reddy who has taken that, and the skipper would be happy himself taking that glorious catch. It means Akshay initially got an opportunity, but he didn't use that. Now looked for the big shot. Of course, this is right from the center of the blade, but the fielding position made that wicket fall. With this, the new man is going to be Mohammad Shadab Ahmed. Another interesting campaigner with the ball, with the bat. So at least now the left-handed combination seems to work on.
He played a brilliant knock against Warangal at Siddipet. When his team was slightly in trouble, Shabad Ahmad came into crease and played a quick knock, and with the help of Abdul, they got an victory line.
As you said before the start of the match, that little patches on the pitch has helped the spinner to take quick wickets.
First time the left and right combination at the middle now. Look at that. Once again, slower delivery. The Erker length, nicely played. Towards fine leg for a single. Get up the mark. End of 5. 19 for 2. The last over Ismail again bowled a beautiful over. Just considered 2 runs and taken a wicket. Overall 2 to him. And 2 by the spinner Ashvik.
New batsman, Sai Krishna. Bowler. Sorry, new bowler.
New bowler. I thought he will continue with Ashvik because already he got 2 in his 2 overs. But interestingly, bowling change from the pavilion end. But of course, a spinner replaced by another spinner.
Probably the new bowler, as usual, has been called up in the last over of the power play. We got the captain himself taking the ball, and he wants to turn around the stumps to the left-handed batsman Shadab. 19 for 4, run rate of just 3.8. At least for the next 5 overs, if there is no much wickets, then Mahabubnagar can score a respectable total.
Straight away around the stumps to the left-hander.
Looking to score a quick run. The non-striker is quicker than the batter, so there won't be nothing harming them. Now for the right-handed batsman, the covers fielder gets inside, mid-wicket is put, and due to the side screen there is no clarity whether the long-on fielder is there or not. But on the offside, all of them inside the circle.
There is a long-on fielder close to side screen. More or less a strike to the right-hander. Another back foot defensive shot for a dot.
Quicker delivery, this one playing deliberately. And Shadab calling up now for the run. Run towards the danger end. Previously it was the right-handed batsman, now it is Shadab. Being new to the crease, these two batsmen at least will take a couple of overs or 3 to set themselves and make the run flow. We haven't seen any boundaries till now, except one that was against the spinner. Look for the big shot. It's on to the pads. Umpire feels that it is not hitting the stumps. The spin going on well on this track. This one is too good to watch on. The fielders have been scattered at backward point and the ball reaches that dot to finish.
This was also only 2 runs considered after 6 overs. Power play done 21 for 4.
21 for 4.
A good power play for Adilabad. 21 for 4 after 6 overs. I think this is the lowest total in the power play in this Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Telangana Inter-District T20 League. 21 runs only on the board. 4 wickets already down. MVL broadcasters and production unit is doing good job throughout this tournament. Drone visuals also being taken. Pranay Matthews is the new bowler. Ismail Ahmad having bowled 3 overs inside the power play. Now the bowler has been changed. Pranav Matthews introduced from the foreign. Venkatasi and his team really covering well every action happening in the field of play. One of the experienced broadcasters from Hyderabad. This guy, this time nicely driven for only 1 run. It's very surprising that only 1 boundary scored under the power play.
As the power play restrictions are off, now we could see 5 fielders standing on the boundary line. And that is played in the gap. The fielder has got a big chase. Standing at mid wicket, he has to run towards his left. The placement is good from Shadab. Got into the drive but unable to find the fielder. So a single, a couple, a dot to start with from Pranay Matthews, the new bowler. From both the ends, the captain and the other bowler. So the bowlers who have initiated will get into their second spell, most probably after the 12th, 13th over.
This time a beautiful, good looking off drive for a one.
So this pair is trying to make some steady runs. So this makes the bowlers to think more of the wickets. In that process, they might commit some mistakes which can lead to boundaries. That's what Shadab and Rakesh need to do for now. And this one has come up with a decent pace, and also importantly, you could see the non-striker initially calling, and Shadab has been quick of the two.
So this over 6 runs came after 7 overs, 27. 27 for 4.
6 from this last over, 27 for 4 after 7.
The current run rate close to 4 and over 3.9, which Mahabubnagar won't expect. But the middle order responsibility is to make this run flow and then take on some calculated risk.
So new bowler Nawadeep, he is also wicket taking bowler.
Now the another bowler. This is bowler number 5. We are in the 8th over. Already 5 bowlers. Surprising. Ismail given 3 overs and Ashwin given 2 overs. But the remaining 3 overs, 3 new bowlers have been introduced by the Adilabad skipper.
Navadip has been one of the key bowlers for the side. He usually bowls after the part plays, that has been done in the previous match as well. And a unique release with the head still and the right arm going close to the head.
Now they're having a catchy releasing point. Not exactly, but he recollects South African spinner Paul Adams at the releasing point. Completely he downs his head and release it. Generally bowlers will have a look at the striker at the releasing point so that they are ready for the cotton bowl, and even on the follow through that will be easy. But if you look at this now, look at that. He totally bends down and a nicely half drive, but a fielder waiting it, only one run. So some of the bowlers will have a typical bowling actions to create some doubts in the striker. Generally, striker will have a look at the releasing point and he immediately anticipate the delivery.
Also, we have seen this kind of head going down by one of the past pacers from Pakistan, Sohail Tanvir. That kind of head goes a bit still, but he's left-armer. And also, he's the only bowler, I guess, who usually gets his right arm in front. Usually for left-armers, we see the right leg go in front, but for him, even the left arm goes front. I don't know how he could bowl that. No one can imitate Sohail Tanvir.
In the NCC parade, if you are doing a parade and if you miss the line 1-2, 1-2 will become 2-1. So like Tanvir Ahmad will make his adjustment. And of course, Tanvir Ahmad, when we are talking about him, had a dream start for his state, particularly surprised Sachin Tendulkar and even Rahul Dravid in the test match with a block hole deliveries. Both of them got bowled to him. Since then, actually, after that 2 wickets, Tanvir Ahmad came into the limelight. Having 2 legendary cricketers in quick session, Tanvir made his dream debut for Pakistan.
Absolutely one of the unique bowlers for Pakistan. With this, over number 8 completed. The score moves on to 30 for the loss of 4 wickets. Just 3 from it. An interesting start from Navneet. 12 overs from now. If they do score run a ball, they can get to the total of 126. Under these circumstances, that can be a satisfying total.
It seems to be another bowling change
Captain.
by Adilabad, the captain.
Captain is now bowling from far end.
Captain himself on to the attack in the 9th over. Sai Krishna bowled 1 over from the pavilion and now he shifted himself to the far end. This will be his second over. First over considered 2 runs. But at this point of time, of course, all the bowlers are enjoying the wickets at both ends. Spinners mainly from the pavilion end and the medium pacer from the far end. So, Sai Krishna, what he will make use of that from the far end. Anvesh and Venugopal are the officials, umpires from this match from Hyderabad, the Cricket Association. Of course, Vishnu is next to me in the com box, and with him Suchandra are the official scorers for this match. Even these two are also very experienced and qualified. Qualified scorers from Hyderabad, the Cricket Association. Sai Krishna is bowling round the stumps to the left-hander Shadab. We are in the 9th over, but still the boundaries are no problem this time. Boundaries are dried up. There was a chance of getting that catch. The ball was in the air for a while, but the point fielder is backside beyond the circle, so nothing happened. 1 run comfortably completed. going for a flick, missing the line, rips on the pads, but it's clearly a good bounce. So nothing has happened. Once again, missed time of drive. A flighted delivery, not capitalizing that perfectly, because no doubt both the batters are under pressure. Already they lost 4 wickets, so they have to see that the scoreboard moving. This type of actions, the batter should be very, very careful. You have to get the permission from your bowler or wicket keeper to pick the ball and give it. Sometimes, this time a nice looking shot from Shadab. Quickly kneeled down and pulled it over vacant fine leg region for a boundary. It is 9 overs, 36 for 4.
9 overs, 36.
In the last ball boundary, 6 runs conceded by the skipper.
9 overs, 36.
9 overs completed, 36 for 4 on the board.
So after 4 overs, 2 balls, boundary came.
A good stats given by the Shiv Shankar, one of the best scorer from Hyderabad, the Cricket Association. After 4.2 overs, the boundary has registered. Time to time, stats, the information from the scorers will help the commentators to give more better commentary. This is now the continues his second over. Adilabad, Paul Adams. Once again, keeping a doubt in the striker's mind. Now the definitely teasing the batsman with his typical bowling action. Another drive, but straight away to the fielder at short covers. This time, much better one, and a dive by the short covers fielder is not enough, but only 1 run scored. This time again going for a sweep and missing the line. Wide is called by Anvesh. A welcome runs for Mahabubnagar to boost up their confidence. Wide boundary. So 5 additional runs added to the total. When things under control, now they need not try any extra things. Batsmen are already under pressure.
And first wides are
These are the first wide in the innings. As this time, going for play. Good catch taken by the wicket keeper. Leg before missing the line, and now they got his first. So they lost their fifth wicket.
Akash.
Batsman Akash.
Akash is the new batter.
Couple of runs. There's a chase by two fielders, and one of them will get that. The fielder running from covers. That's a fierce running by the two. Pradeep gets off the mark, and as we said before, he is one of the key bowlers for. Six for the loss of 5 wickets.
నేనేళ్ళు మాట్లాడతాను.
To have at least 4 to 5 overs without a wicket. And from there on, if they could make some good runs in the last 5 overs, then 130, 140 will be a fighting total. But these 10 overs must be watchful. Pranay Matthews has been called again. Just 6 runs off his first, and he was given a gap by the skipper Sai Krishna. It's good to see the experiments made by the skipper which are successful. Initially, that additional over of Ismail Ahmad in the power play, 3 overs, 2 for 11. And then it is the spinner Ashwik who has got 2 wickets. Then Sai Krishna has bowled 2. Navadeep just bowled 2 overs, and this is the second over for Pranay Matthews.
స్టార్ స్పోర్ట్స్ లో చూసావా? థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Pushed for 1 on the onside, so 2 runs, 3 runs of the first 2 balls. We haven't seen Mahabubnagar struggling in this manner, losing 5 wickets in less than 10 overs. But as the game progresses on, we could see so much improvement amongst the batsmen, bowlers, fielders, keepers of every side. And yesterday it was an much interesting day where there were wickets, there were runs, chase of 147 with a last ball victory by Rangareddy team was not forgettable. Last 3 overs, 54 needed, and Rangareddy won the game under pressure. Until then, Warangal were likely to win the game. But just like two sides of a coin, the situation has changed. And just beside the keeper, you could see the third man collecting that. With this 50 comes off from Mahabubnagar. In the 11th over, 50 for 5. So that will be first simple milestone for them. Puts it down. Will only be a single. But it's great to see the discipline of the bowlers. Adilabad just conceding 2 boundaries till now. We haven't seen the big sixes. And the boundary is one for the skipper Srikanth, then Shadab, the left-handed batsman. As Chandrasekhar said during the start of the game, this pitch is well able. And before describing that, this is the wicket gone, number 6. Akash Venkat makes a nick to the wicketkeeper, and Santosh behind the stumps. With the comfortable gloves, he takes that catch. It's 51 for 6 in 11 overs. So the pitch, judicially, during the start of the game. So me, along with Chandrasekhar, so Chandrasekhar has examined the pitch well and said this pitch can be favorable for pacers and most importantly for the spinners. And that's the reason we could see the turn has produced the wickets initially. But after the 11th over, 6 wickets down on the team score of 51. It's big bother for Mahabubnagar. They've got their new man in place, Venkat who would replace Akash Venkat. Caught behind by Santosh and wicket taken by Pranay Matthews. So Matthews gets off the mark. Navadeep from the other end. It's interesting to see a good move from Sai Krishna, spin from one end, pace from the other end. Turning the things around. Venkat Chandra is one match away for his 200 and 80 runs away for his 3000. So there is lots of experience, but playing on different surfaces may not be that understandable for the batsman. We have seen two days matches at Siddipet, before that Karimnagar and NTPC Godavarikani. And this one seems to be a Virat Kohli's drive with the turn. A single to start with.
New batsman now is in strike. Over last ball
Nicely bowled by Navdeep, and that's a good call from Rakesh to make that run quick. Venkat Chandra gets off the mark. something above 120 will be a satisfying total. And then the bowlers need to gear up just like Adilabad speedsters and spinners have done. A low scoring total can be predicted on this pitch. Quick run, the fielder is quicker, but the batsman is the quickest. They're able to make the strike rotate, but the good thing is that Adilabad not letting any free opportunities. They're not allowing the batsmen to free their arms. Now they'll have the long off fielder close to the boundary line. For the toss that was not properly timed, still finds the way for one. The call is for the second, but immediately they'll set themselves without taking the risk, or else that could have been a definite disaster. Long on does well. Tremendous save, that one. This game is all about timing. Went back onto the back foot, one step carry, and he's sharp enough to transfer the ball in time. Nicely saved. It's at backward point. Good to see Navdeep bowling over the stumps and making the batsman to take on the risk, and in that process sometimes there is a probability to get the wickets, because dots are not the main things the batsman would like to. So this kind of dots will definitely make the batsman to take the risk and lose the wicket. That is what we have been watching. But this 4 runs came in the over, and the score moves on to 55 for the loss of 6 wickets. The current run rate 4.6. With this they can get close to only 100. But if this pair at this point of the game, if Rakesh Naik, who has set at the center, if he can bat right through this innings, then there is every probability to get above 130, 140. And Mahabubnagar, as they got their bowlers in form, they can definitely dominate. Ashwik has been called up again, and he would start his second spell from the forest end. An impressive way to start this innings as well. 2 overs, 1 for 8. Less often we see that kind of economy. 4 runs and over. Would like to bowl round the stumps. Seems like Murali Karthik came to bowl, and this one has been driven away nicely for 1. The fielder on the boundary line will cut it off at square. There's a huge gap we could see between mid-wicket and square leg. And also, we don't have a fine leg fielder. So the batsmen, if they can step a bit back foot and turn their way on the onside, there is a probability. But it depends upon the kind of ball gets released by the bowler. And this is on the offside. That's the reason they don't have a fine leg fielder. They have got enough protection on the offside. Short third man, backward point, and 1 man at short covers. These 3 positions inside the circle will let them. And this has found the gap, but doesn't clear the boundary ropes as the fielder is on. The rotation of strike is okay, but it helps in 1 days. But fall of quick wickets made them to be a bit slow, Mahabubnagar. This is usually not their nature, and this one is close. But the batsman doesn't seem to be stepping front. That has considered just 2 runs of the first 4 balls. The second spell is also impressive. Ashwik initially took the big wicket of Abdul. Has gathered some bounce as well for that wicket, and it was a wrong estimation by the batsman. Gave a simple catch at short third man. Just 2 runs. driven well down the ground. The score moves on to 58 for the loss of 6 wickets.
ఈరోజు మనతో పాటు చాగంటి శ్రీనివాస్, తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ వైడ్ క్రికెటింగ్ సర్కిల్లో ముద్దుగా పిలుచుకునే పేరు మార్షల్. విత్ హిస్ టిపికల్ బౌలింగ్ యాక్షన్, medium pace bowler during his playing days, the Marshal Chaganti Srinivas, Warangal District Cricket Association Secretary. Alagane on this ongoing Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Telangana Inter-District T20 League, one of the committee member with us. Welcome Srinu for the interview.
Thank you, sir.
And first of all, congratulations for your good efforts. ఇంత చక్కటి గ్రౌండ్ వరంగల్లో డెవలప్ అవుతుంది అని ఆనెస్ట్గా నేనైతే ఊహించలేదు. బట్ రియల్లీ ఐఎమ్ షాక్డ్. దీని వెనకాల మీ కృషి ఎలా ఉంది?
జిల్లాలో ఎందుకంటే హైదరాబాద్కు ధీటుగా ఆడాలంటే హైదరాబాద్లో టర్ఫ్ వికెట్స్ ఉంటున్నాయి. మా దగ్గర టర్ఫ్ వికెట్ లేదని ఒక క్రీడాకారుల కోరిక మేరకు, ఎందుకంటే గతంలో నేను సెక్రటరీ 2015 అయినప్పుడు కాకతీయ మెడికల్ కళాశాలలో నెట్స్ను గ్రౌండ్ తయారు చేయడం జరిగింది. కాకపోతే కొన్ని ఇబ్బందుల వల్ల, ఎందుకంటే ఆడ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉంటారు కాబట్టి, మీరు ఎంపైరింగ్ చేశారు సార్, మీరు కూడా చూశారు. అందుకని హైదరాబాద్ ధీటుగా ప్లేయర్లకు ఏ సౌకర్యం ఉంటే గేమ్ డెవలప్ అవుతుందనే ఉద్దేశంతో అన్ని ఎఫర్ట్స్ మా జిల్లా క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ మెంబర్స్ కూడా చాలా కోఆపరేటివ్గా నాకు సహకరించారు. నేను ఏం చేసినా మా కమిటీ నో అనదు.
బికాస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ గుడ్నెస్.
ఎందుకు అంటే నువ్వు ఏమైనా క్రికెట్ కోసం, ఎందుకంటే 24 గంటలు నువ్వు మాకు టైం లేకున్నా కానీ నువ్వు అందుబాటులో ఉంటావు కాబట్టి అందరికి పేరు వస్తుంది. జిల్లా క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ అంటే నాది కాదు, వరంగల్ జిల్లాకే పేరు. కాబట్టి వరంగల్లో ఉన్న మారుమూల ప్రాంతాలు, ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మేము హైదరాబాద్ వెళ్తే ఇప్పుడు భూపాలపల్లి కొత్త జిల్లానే, భూపాలపల్లి, జనగాం, మహిబాద్, ములుగు మరియు వరంగల్, హనంకొండ ఇలాంటి జిల్లాల క్రీడాకారులను కూడా నేను ఒక లీగ్ సిస్టమ్ కొత్తగా లాస్ట్ టైం నా అపెక్స్ కౌన్సిల్ ఏం చేసింది అంటే సమ్మర్ క్యాంప్స్ అంటే నేను 6 జిల్లాల్లో 6 క్యాంపులు పెట్టి ఆ క్యాంపులకే పరిమితం కాకుండా మేము ఒక బీసీసీఐ క్యాలెండర్ టైప్లో హెచ్సిఐ కూడా మాకు సహకరించింది కాబట్టి 14, 16, 19 ఒక లీగ్ సిస్టమ్ తెచ్చాం మేము కూడా వరంగల్లో. అందులో కంపల్సరీ గ్రామీణ క్రీడాకారులకు పెద్దపీట వేసాం. ఎందుకంటే మేము హైదరాబాద్కి వెళ్తే ఏ ఫెసిలిటీ ఉంటుందో ఆ ఫెసిలిటీ ఇక్కడ కలిగించి లార్జెస్ట్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ఇచ్చి ఇలాంటి చక్కటి గ్రౌండ్లను తయారు చేసి వాళ్ళ క్రీడా అభివృద్ధికి, వాళ్ళ క్రీడా నైపుణ్యాన్ని పెంపొందించడానికి ఇలాంటి గ్రౌండ్ చేయాలనే ఒక కళ ఉండే. ఇది లీజ్ గ్రౌండ్, ఇది కాకుండా ఒక ఓన్ గ్రౌండ్ గవర్నమెంట్ కనుక ల్యాండ్ ఇస్తే ఓన్ గ్రౌండ్ కూడా ఇలా తయారు చేసే ఫ్యూచర్లో చేస్తాం. ముఖ్యంగా విశాఖ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ మరియు కాకా వెంకటస్వామి తెలంగాణ ఇంటర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ టోర్నమెంట్ T20 లీగ్ రావడం వల్ల గ్రామీణ క్రీడాకారులు, ఎందుకంటే 2105 మ్యాచ్లు ఆడుతున్నారు. ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్లో 55 మ్యాచ్లు ఆడినాం, 29 జిల్లాలు, 55 మ్యాచ్లు. సెకండ్ ఫేజ్లో 49 మ్యాచెస్ ఆడుతున్నారు. ఇంత చక్కటి అవకాశం కలిగించినందుకు
ఒక రకంగా మినీ ఐపీఎల్, ఎందుకంటే ఆల్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ మినీ ఐపీఎల్ టైపులే. ఒక జిల్లా 9 జిల్లాలతో ఆడుతుంది, 10 జిల్లాలతో 9 మ్యాచెస్ ఆడుతుంది. కానీ క్రీడాకారునికి ఐపీఎల్ టైపులో ఫెసిలిటీస్ కల్పిస్తూ మేము బస్సు సౌకర్యం మరియు లాడ్జెస్ సేమ్ ఐపీఎల్ ఫీలింగ్ మేము కూడా ఐపీఎల్ టీం లాగానే క్రియేట్ చేసి క్రీడాకారుని ప్రోత్సహించే విధంగా మాకు సహకరించిన వెంకటస్వామి గారికి మరియు విశాఖ డైరెక్టర్ వంశీకృష్ణ గారికి, పార్లమెంట్ మెంబర్కు మరియు విశాఖ వారికి అందరికీ మా క్రీడాకారుల పక్షాన, మా జిల్లా క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ పక్షాన కృతజ్ఞత తెలియజేస్తున్నా. అదేవిధంగా జిల్లాల నుండి 10 జిల్లాలు నా దగ్గరికి రావడం జరిగిందంటే జిల్లాలోనే ఈ టోర్నమెంట్లో హైయెస్ట్ మ్యాచెస్ నా ఒక్క దగ్గరనే జరుగుతున్నాయి. 10 మ్యాచెస్ ఆడతారు లీగ్, 8th, 9th, 10th. దీనికి సహకరించిన మీడియా వారికి మరియు మా జిల్లా క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ మరియు ప్రైవేట్ గ్రౌండ్ మీడియా వాళ్ళందరికీ నా యొక్క కృతజ్ఞత. అలాగనే 2 గ్రౌండ్లు ఒకేసారి, ఏదో అంటే మామూలుగా అంటుంటారు కదా 1 shot 2 birds అని. సో అలాగే ఒక్క గ్రౌండ్ కాదు, ఒకేసారి 2 గ్రౌండ్లని డెవలప్ చేశారు. సో ఇది చాలా కష్టంతో కూడుకున్నటువంటి. ఇట్లాంటి హర్డిల్ని ఎలా ఎదుర్కొన్నారు?
ఈ సెకండ్ ఫేజ్ 2 గ్రౌండ్లు నా దగ్గర జరిగిన ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్ అయితే 3 గ్రౌండ్స్లో చేశారు. 16 మ్యాచెస్ 3 డేస్లో చేయాలి, 24, 25, 26. ఆ 16 మ్యాచ్లు కూడా ఈచ్ టీమ్ 5 మ్యాచెస్ ఆడాలి. ఎందుకంటే నా దగ్గర 6 డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కొత్తవి, 6 జిల్లాలు అంటే 5 మ్యాచ్లు, 15 మ్యాచ్లు ప్లస్ ఒకటి ఫైనల్. 16 మ్యాచ్లను 3 వెన్యూలలో చేసినాం. ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్లో వరంగల్, హనంకొండ, ములుగులో కూడా గ్రౌండ్ ఉంది, చాలా బాగుంది పోలీస్ గ్రౌండ్. వాళ్ళు అడగగానే మాకు పర్మిషన్ ఇచ్చారు. వారికి కూడా ములుగు క్రికెట్ పోలీస్ వారికి కూడా థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఎందుకంటే జిల్లాలో 2 కాదు సార్, 3 గ్రౌండ్లు మేము ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్లో కంప్లీట్ చేసి సక్సెస్ఫుల్ అయిన తనకి మరియు ప్రత్యేకంగా ప్రకాష్ చంద్ జైన్ వీళ్ళు బాగా కృషి చేసి ఈ టోర్నమెంట్కు మాకు బాగా సపోర్ట్ చేసినందుకు వారికి కృతజ్ఞత తెలియజేస్తున్నాం.
నిజంగానే ఇలాంటి ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ని డెవలప్ చేయాలి అంటే కనుక శ్రీనివాస్ ఫైనాన్షియల్గా చాలా ఇబ్బందులు ఉంటూ ఉంటాయి. సో కాబట్టి అంటే ఫండ్స్ని సమకూర్చుకోవడం ఒక పెద్ద ఛాలెంజ్. సో దాన్ని ఎలాగా అధిగమించారు?
మేమంటే మాకు మొదటి నుండి ఏముందంటే జిల్లాలో క్రికెట్ అభివృద్ధి చేయాలి. మాకు టైం దొరికినల్లా హైదరాబాద్ క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్లో కూర్చోవడం, మేము ఒక ఎజెండాతో కూర్చొని ఎవరి పర్సనల్. లాస్ట్ టైం జగన్ గారు దగ్గర ఉన్నా కానీ సీజే గారు వీళ్ళందరూ చాలా సహకరించారు. డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ అంటే వాళ్ళు బాగా కోఆపరేషన్ చేశారు. తర్వాత ఈ దేవరాజన్న కూడా ఉండే, వీళ్ళందరి సహాయ సహకారాలతో ఇంతటి చక్కటి గ్రౌండ్స్ కానీ ఇంతటి చక్కటి ఫెసిలిటీస్ కానీ హైదరాబాద్ క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ సహకారంతో, ఎందుకంటే డెవలప్ చేయాలనే తపన ఈ ఈ కమిటీ వాళ్ళకు ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు నవీన్ రావు గారు కూడా సహకరించారు. ఎందుకంటే నెక్స్ట్ జిల్లా ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ హైదరాబాద్లో అడిగిన 2 డే T20 లీగ్ నల్గొండ గెలిచింది.
అవును అవును అవును. సో
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
జిల్లా నిజంగానే
నల్గొండకు
చాలా
జిల్లాలో
ముందుకెళ్తూ ఉంది.
టాలెంట్ ఉంది అనేది ప్రూవ్ చేసిళ్ళు. అలాగే జిల్లాలో క్వాలిఫైయర్ 12 మ్యాచెస్ జరిగితే 6 టీమ్స్ క్వాలిఫై అయినాయి. సెమీఫైనల్కు 3 టీంలు వచ్చినాయి. కాబట్టి జిల్లా టాలెంట్ను T20 అంటే కొంచెం జిల్లాలో టాలెంట్ బాగుంటుంది సార్. ఇదే ఉద్దేశంగా మేము హైదరాబాద్ క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్కి ఒకటే రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఏంటంటే డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్లో కూడా ఇప్పుడు మేము లీజ్ తీసుకోం. ప్రతి జిల్లాలో ఒక సొంత గ్రౌండ్ను ఇలాంటి ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ను డెవలప్ చేస్తే చాలా మంది క్రీడాకారులు రూరల్ నుండి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ నుండి వస్తారని మా యొక్క కోరిక. వస్తున్నారు మా గ్రౌండ్ చూసి. మా నెక్స్ట్ ప్రపోజల్ అదే. ఎందుకంటే జిల్లాలలో స్టేట్ మ్యాచెస్ బీసీసీఐ మ్యాచ్ ఆడిపిస్తే జిల్లా క్రీడాకారులు కానీ ఎంకరేజ్మెంట్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి కంపల్సరీగా నెక్స్ట్ సీజన్లో అయినా ఈ సీజన్ ఎండింగ్లో అయినా మెన్స్ ఉమెన్స్ మ్యాచ్ను మా గ్రౌండ్ కరీంనగర్ ఉంది, మహబూబ్నగర్ ఉంది. ఈ 3 జిల్లాల్లో ఒక బీసీసీఐ మ్యాచ్లు నిర్వహించాలని మేము కోరుకుంటూ వాళ్ళని మేము ప్రెజర్ చేసి కంపల్సరీగా మీరు మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ బీసీసీఐ మ్యాచ్కే మా దగ్గరకు వస్తారని నా కోరిక.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Srinivas,
sir.
for your time.
Four for 11. Is Pranay Matthews being operated now? Except skipper Sai Krishna, every bowler has a wicket. Ismail 3 overs 2 for 11. Navdeep 4 overs 1 for 24. Achyut plays well. Despite of losing the toss, they have been called up to bowl first. Right from the first over, we have seen the fall of wickets. Some tiny partnerships have been added. 15 runs for the third wicket and then 24 runs for the fifth wicket. 14 runs for the seventh wicket. Or the situation could have been a bit more tough. Undoubtedly, this match can be a low-scoring thriller, as Mahabubnagar can bowl well. But the score is not much. 17 overs completed, 71 for 8. So once again, we invite Chandrasekhar into the commentary box.
Thank you, Pawan. Unexpected start for Mahabubnagar after elected to bat. Mahabubnagar having a strong batting lineup, suddenly they collapsed. There are some occasions they failed in shot selection, and of course the credit also equally given to the Ismail Ahmad, who started the proceedings for Adilabad. Initially he get the movement from the surface well, and he capitalized that maximum. Since then, Mahabubnagar never looked comfort.
Now the skipper has been hammered on the onside. That's for the maximum. He just sits on his knees and clears the boundary lines. That will be the first maximum on this park. It is Rakesh Naik, the experienced campaigner, who has struck that towards mid-wicket. Superb placement. He moves on to 24 with that. Much needed runs at this point of the game.
Boundary came after 3 overs.
It's an information from Shiva, the official scorer, saying that the boundary scored after 3 overs. This time another sweep, but straight to the fielder. So this time only 1 run and good backup. The throw was not as the skipper expected, as the bowler expected, but a good backing.
A beneficial start. 2 balls, 7 runs. And this one, Achutram is on strike. Look for the shot. It's a one step, maybe on the boundary line. The second step. That's 4 runs. Turning out to be an expensive over initially. 11 of the first 3.
If you look at the replay again, a one-handed pull, but there was a misfielding at the deep mid-wicket boundary line, resulting a boundary. So going to be a big over for Mahabubnagar. Already 1-6 scored and another boundary scored. Between there was a single.
Interestingly, 2 dots as well.
This time, my goodness! On to the next ground. Undoubtedly, this is a 6 in any venue. This is a good one for Mahabubnagar. 17 from this over. Very good over. End of
88 for 8.
This is not a
18
happy
overs,
finish.
88 for 8.
Not a happy finish for the skipper. 3 overs, 11 runs, 17 from the last over. Collectively 28 runs without a wicket. But usually that's not a bad figures in T20, offering 7 runs and over. 2 overs remaining, runnable will put them on the score of 100. So they need to try and squeeze 110 or close to 120. 110 may be possible.
Once again, it is Pranay Matthews. Continue from the far end.
He is into his last over. 3 overs, 1 for 14. Slow ball attempt to start with, and that is well picked by the batsman immediately. That collects as a single. 11 balls to finish. Achutram has got a boundary and a sixer. That has come in the previous over when Sai Krishna bowled. And Rakesh Naik came to the batting during the middle overs. This one, an attempt for a bigger shot, and that has gone straight to the field. Great take it is. It never seemed to be a catch.
This time Ismail is the catcher, going for another big over. Bit of fielder, but not timed well. Ismail is well judged and completed a catch. With this, Mahabubnagar lost their 9. The last over they got 17 runs, but again this over they lost a wicket.
Mukituddin will be the new man in to finish the proceedings for the side. Pranay Matthews bowled well. Achyut got out, looking for the lofted shot, and Ismail Ahmed, a great take. That one towards long off region. The last pair to bat, and they need to handle 10 balls. They won't mind now with the runs. What they need is only to play all the 10 balls and score at least a single, so that the score can be 99 or they can get 100. scoring
It's a
something.
double responsibility on these tailenders. They have to finish the innings. Not that their team get all out. Same time, they need to have some runs on the board.
And also facing the pacer here, we doesn't see a cap.
We are
Doesn't
talking
see a
about,
helmet.
and they lost their last wicket.
Captain.
That's why Mukit Yudhi, he's doubtful with his batting. He didn't put on the helmet.
Target 90.
Pranay Matthews finishes with 3.33 for 15. Mahabubnagar 18.3 overs bowled and 89 losing all wickets. So 90 will be the target when Adilabad will come to bat. This could be, of course, the second simple chase. The first one was 69 when Hyderabad lost to one tough opponent. So this will be the second chase with a normal score.
There will be a break for 10 minutes, and after that, again, we will come back to the live action. Till then, please stay tuned.